guys, what's up, and welcome back to DIY Motorsport. I am Mike, and today we are going to be working on the frozen rock buggy. Unfortunately, Danica won't be joining me. She is inside sick. And also, this is going to be a pretty short episode. So, me and Danica recorded a whole episode where we cut down the body some more, started bending up the frame, and kind of figured out our motor placement. And I went to edit it, and it was, for whatever reason, all the files were corrupt. So, not much I can do about that. I wasn't planning on doing another episode because I'm actually getting ready to head to South America for a few weeks for work. So kind of on a time crunch here, and plus my welder's pretty much out of gas, and I didn't plan on getting gas for it because I wasn't going to be back for a few weeks. But because I wasn't able to upload that video, I figured that we would do a small video and do a few more things to it today, and just kind of show you the progress. And then also, I won't be doing a video for a few weeks because I'll be out of town. So don't forget about me. I will be back. Let me show you what we got going on the last video that we weren't able to upload, and then I'll kind of talk to you about what we're going to try to do today. Most of it's just going to be kind of mock-up, maybe get some motor mount tabs and stuff like that cut out, and we probably have enough gas to maybe get them tacked into place. But we'll look at it. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and let's see where we're at. Okay guys, so this is where we got on the last video. We cut the body down and decided that we were going to stretch it 8 inches. So I've just got a ruler in here that's held on with some clamps. That's 8 inches. The other side's got one too. It's kind of fallen down, but at least gives us our dimensions. And then this will be pretty easy piece right here to extend. And then I haven't decided what I'm going to do for the doors yet, whether we're just going to extend the doors that came with it and have just long plastic doors, or if we go ahead and build some just like tubular half doors for right here. I don't know. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys would rather see, and we will do that. You can kind of see what we got for the chassis. We just got 2 pieces bent up and then 3 pieces put in going across, and these are actually going to be where the motor mounts to on the bottom. You can kind of see there's a motor mount down there, see in there. So we'll have tabs coming off the front that hold that, and then we'll have tabs coming off right here that hold this, and so that'll be kind of the base of the motor mounts. And then we will end up bringing the chassis tie in here kind of below the door line and keep coming around. Put a couple of hoops in on each side for the front shocks, and we'll tie all that in together and then tie it around the front. That's kind of where we got on the last video, and we got the hood all cut out. It had a nice little groove right here that was basically a perfect cutting point. We'll have to go through and clean this all up a little bit, but I want to have this off so we can do a template and get it cut out perfectly for the motor, and then I'll probably have it just mount in with some hood pins, and that way it's easily removable. We can get in and access all of this stuff. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I think we should go ahead and start measuring out and cutting up some tabs and try to get this motor firmly mounted. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I've got some 3/16 flat bar here, and this is what we're going to measure out and cut our tabs off of. So we basically need to mark out our radius, and then we'll need to come from the edge, just from the edge into the center line will be 1 inch on all 4 tabs, and then we'll shape them nicely. So we'll go ahead and mark this all out, get it cut up and get cleaned up, and then we should have our 4 mounting tabs, and we will go ahead and tack weld them into the frame and throw some bolts in. Alright guys, so I got everything measured out side to side and height wise on where I want the rear of the motor to sit. So we've got a bolt through and the tabs in sitting. So I want to get these tack welded into place, and then that way we can pivot the motor on them to get our fronts set in. So let's go ahead and get these tacked in and start measuring out for our placement for the fronts. Okay guys, so we've got the motor mounted with the bottom mounts. My welder is completely out of gas, so we had to actually go through and just stick weld these front ones in place because it was not working out very well at all. But this will be where the motor sits.
You can kind of see. So the biggest hardship is going to be, and it won't be too bad for my daughter, but if I ever want to try to fit an adult in this thing, it's going to be the amount of space, because this thing is so wide you can't really have it to where you can set your feet off on both sides, especially with your drive line being right here. And that's the main reason that we extended it. So your seat is going to sit pretty much flush right here, and then you'll have, this will be your leg room. I'll probably do all steering wheel controls on it. I haven't decided for sure yet, but I think that's going to be the best with the space we got, especially, you know, if you have an adult trying to sit in here. But for the most part, it's for my daughter, so if an adult doesn't fit all that well, then I'm really not too worried about it. So that's about all for the building we're going to do on this episode. Like I said, it's really short. Welder's out of gas, but before we do end it, I do want to kind of put the axles in place and set the body back up on it and really try and get an idea of how everything's going to fit overall. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Okay guys, so we've got everything kind of extended to our 8 inches on both sides. Got the front of the body on, and so here's kind of what I'm thinking about axle distance. It's going to be higher. I think that this will be probably the overall ride height of it when all said and done. But as far as the distance out, I think this is about what it will hopefully be able to be. It's all just going to kind of depend on our driveline angles and what we can do with that. But if we can get everything kind of sucked in to about this point, I think it'll work out really well. The tires are going to stick out a little bit in the front, but we're also going to do tubular bumpers in the front and in the back, so it's going to make the overall Jeep a little bit longer. And then we'll probably cut off this little fake slider here, and then we'll bring some pipe out and build real ones. And like I said, these are sitting here, but the axles will probably sit up about this high. We'll end up taking most of this off the back because, like I said, we're going to do the tubular bumpers that are going to bolt into the frame. The biggest thing right now that I'm trying to figure out, and I don't know how I'm going to do it, I'll figure it out eventually, but is steering. Steering is going to be a tough one, but we'll figure it out. So, like I said, sorry this episode's a little bit short. The next episode on this, I'll have all the heim joints in, and so we will start working on setting up our suspension. We'll do a little bit more on the frame. We'll try to get the hoops bent up for the front shock mounts. And then also we need to start working on the steering knuckle setup on our front axle and get it all braced and gusseted some more. So those are some things that'll be coming up. And let me know what you think about the doors. If you think I should just extend the plastic doors or do the tubular half doors. I'm kind of leaning towards the tubular half doors, but let me know what you think. If you like the video, subscribe. Please hit like. And like I said, it'll be a few weeks before I upload another video, but if you want to follow me on Instagram at DIY Motorsport, I'll probably have some pretty cool pictures coming up in the next little bit of my trip down to South America. It's gonna be It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be pretty interesting. So go ahead and follow me there, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.